Well, hello, my lovelies. It's Murky Meg here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am thoroughly moved into our new house now, so it's onwards with the videos. Let the fun commence, hey. So this video today, I'm going to be talking about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry buying the rights to the apparently bestseller book called Meet Me at the Lake for their Netflix deal, I should say. Now, this has been touted worldwide, and everybody's been saying they shelled out $3 million for the rights to this book. Now, the book seems to have very similar footprints to their very own life. Well, surprise, surprise, because we all know that they can't do anything really authentic. They have to lean in to what they only know. Now, reports are saying that they brought the rights to the best-selling novel Meet Me at the Lake through their company Archwell Productions and will work with Netflix to bring the story to the small screen. Now, this was confirmed via a spokesperson for Penguin Random House. And Carly Fortune, the author of said bestseller, said in a statement that she is so thrilled about working with Netflix and Archwell to bring Meet Me at the Lake to the screen. Well, yeah, she would say that because she's just been given a massive $3 million check. Now, the book follows two people, Will and Fern, a couple who meet in their 30s and deal with themes of childhood trauma that closely resemble the Harcourts' lives, including losing a parent in a car crash. I mean, come on. We all know what happened to Princess Diana. We all know exactly how Prince Harry deals with it. He literally leans in every single opportunity he has to make sure that everybody is aware how his mother died and how he is the biggest victim on the planet. That's not me being mean. That's fact. He uses Diana at every single opportunity, and it seems that his business deals are no exception. Now, the book is also set near Toronto, where Meghan was living when she started dating Harry and she was filming Suits. It discusses mental health challenges, which obviously Harry has detailed on numerous occasions. Funnily enough, it shares the same publisher as Harry's Spare does. Mentioned it before, Penguin Random House. Coincidence? I don't believe in them. Now, people have estimated how much this deal was worth. I beg your pardon, it's $3.8 million, which equates to £3 million for the film rights. But that's not been confirmed by the publisher. Even though Forbes, reputable, have asked to confirm exactly how much this deal was struck for, they didn't get an answer. Now, I wonder how long this deal has been in the pipeline for, because you really remember that they faked a car chase in New York? Was this all to drum up interest in this deal and in this film adaptation? I mean, they've got to do something, haven't they? Because, quite frankly, they haven't really done very much. The only thing that they've put out is their documentary/reality TV show. Yes, it did well, but that's because people were rubbernecking. People only watched it to see the gossip. It's human nature these days. Everybody wants to know everybody's business. Everybody wants to know what they've got to say, so they can have a take on it. That's the only reason why it did well. It got absolutely slated for the lies and the deceit and the gaslighting and the treachery. That's all it really was. Now, you guys know I don't do sensationalism on this channel. I don't like it. I don't like doing things for clicks, but this is a big deal. The fact that they have brought the rights to a book that deals with somebody that's lost a parent in a car crash is quite shocking, to be perfectly honest. It's, again, leaning in on Prince Harry's trauma, and I don't like that. It is quite literally car crash TV. Now, some would say, well, it's how Harry deals with his trauma and his pain. I call absolute gubbins on that. He's just using the connection. You can bet your bottom dollar that during the junkets, if Harry and Meghan do have their say, which quite frankly, to flog this on Netflix for people to watch it, they're going to have to sing for their supper yet again. So he's going to tout the trauma of losing his mum. And let's face it, it's not like he's done that before, has he? I jest, of course. But one thing that's sticking in my throat is that all of the news are like, Harry and Meghan have brought the rights. Harry and Meghan have brought the rights. No, they haven't. Netflix have brought the rights. Not Harry and Meghan, Netflix. So they haven't paid millions. Harry and Meghan haven't paid millions. Their paymasters have. And I suspect it will come out of their contract, as in Netflix will take it out of the money if they owe them any. They're going to have to put out some form of content. Netflix will be properly leaning into them to get a return on their investment. And let's face it, the investment was substantial. They're going to want a return on it. Now, I've never heard of this book, nor do I really want to watch it, but I will take one for the bullet if this actually comes to fruition. Because Harry and Meghan have a habit of saying they'll do something and it just not transpiring, or it gets cancelled. Bit like Pearl, really, isn't it? I've read the synopsis of the book and it really does sound like a bit of a Hallmark movie. Here we go. Fern Brookbanks has wasted far too much of her adult life thinking about Will Baxter. She spent just 24 hours in her early 20s with an aggravatingly attractive, idealistic artist, a chance encounter that spiralled into a day-long adventure in Toronto. The timing was wrong, but their connection was undeniable. They shared every secret, every dream, and made a pact to meet 1 year later. Fern showed up, Will didn't. At 32, Fern's life doesn't look at all how she once imagined it would. Instead of living in the city, Fern's back home running her late mother's lakeside resort, something she vowed never to do. The place is in disarray. Her ex-boyfriend's the manager, and Fern doesn't know where to begin. She needs a plan, a lifeline. To her surprise, it comes in the form of Will, who arrives 9 years too late, with a suitcase in tow and an offer to help on his lips. Will may be the only person who understands what Fern is going through, but how could she possibly trust this expensive suit-wearing mirage who seems nothing like the young man she met all those years ago? Will is hiding something, and Fern's not sure she wants to know what it is. But 10 years ago, Will Baxter rescued Fern. Can she do the same for him? Honestly, the parallels are so stupid, it's ridiculous. I wonder if this will ever get made because of the script writers and the actors' strikes, because that's going to really have a knock-on effect to anything that they do with regards to Netflix. And I also wonder if Netflix have done this so that they can get out of their deal. They've gone, look, we've just bought you this massive deal, we bought you the rights, and time for you to make it. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. And when nothing comes to fruition, or it absolutely tanks, they can go, well, ta-ta, bye-bye, see ya, bugger off. I also find it very concerning that Archwell was supposed to be a charity. It was supposed to do good things. It was supposed to be philanthropic. This isn't philanthropic. This is purely a money-making scheme. But the problem is that Harry and Meghan aren't really liked in Hollywood at all. They got snubbed for the Emmys, which apparently didn't go down too well with them. I wonder if tea was thrown. And A-listers are really not lining up to rub shoulders with them. Yet they're desperate for attention. They've even touted, or somebody's touted, that they want to be friends with John Travolta. I suspect they just want to use his plane. They haven't dominated Hollywood. They haven't hit the A-list scene like they expected to. And Hollywood is turning their back and not aligning themselves with them. If this actually happens, if it gets to production, if it actually gets put on our screens, I suspect yet again it will be a massive failure. Because, quite frankly, those two don't know how to take advice. They don't listen to people, they just charge ahead and do what they think is right. They're cosplaying with Diana yet again, and quite frankly, people get sick of it and they roll their eyes at this situation now. Oh, not again. And they don't seem to grasp that they're flogging a dead horse right now. And now it makes sense that social media has been flooded, and I mean flooded, with people posting, oh, I'm watching Suits for the first time. Isn't Meghan Markle fantastic? Isn't she wonderful? There has been literally thousands of people out there saying that, oh, almost identical things that they're watching. I've mentioned this on a previous video. This makes sense. They are trying to reinvent Meghan Markle in the film/TV scene, and it ain't gonna work. Apparently, Suits broke streaming records. That's because I believe that her agency, not his, her agency, WME, have been flooding everybody to watch it. And the thing is, when people start talking about things on social media, it works like a mob mentality or herd or hive mentality. The inclination is that some humans have to be part of a large group. So if people see other people watching it, they go, oh, I'll watch it, I'll watch it, I'll watch it. And it kind of is a knock-on effect. It just takes a couple of paid thousands of people to start tweeting about how amazing Suits is and how much they're enjoying it and that they wish they'd watched it first time around. And then that has a massive knock-on effect. So it's a paid PR strategy to flood social media so other people jump on the bandwagon. You know, it can be a clever PR move, but unfortunately what's happened is that the original tweets about people watching it for the first time are almost identical. It's so obvious. You can see that they're just paid tweets. So it's irrelevant, really. It's clearly just a PR exercise to try and garner more attention for Meghan Markle in Hollywood. But again, it's not going to work because the A-listers aren't aligning themselves with her or them. Another issue that a lot of people have is that I've mentioned this prior in this video, and that's the writers and actors strikes. And a lot of people are seeing this deal being struck as a big no-no, and it being announced during the strikes as a huge no-no too. And people are saying that they have crossed the picket line after signing this deal during the strikes. Do you think it sounds like an intriguing story, an intriguing adaptation? Or do you think it's just going to be the kiss of death because Harry and Meghan, everything they lay their hands on, just crumbles really, doesn't it? So do you think it's going to be a success, or do you think it's going to be a big fat flop? As always, I'd love to know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.